When you think of a professional musician, how much time do you think they spend performing versus practicing their skill? 2 hours a day? 8 hours a day? Of course it varies, but what we know for sure is that musicians don't read a book or take a class about how to play an instrument, then go directly into a performance. They must condition for it, prepare both mentally and physically, and they must practice. And when they're working on refining their skill, they aren't just playing the full song over and over. They can listen to it, read about it, and most likely they're focusing on specific parts of the whole performance, certain measures in the music that will make the performance better overall. They might focus on pieces that they aren't as strong in and refine and master what they are. And often there's an instructor or coach there during their practice, holding them accountable, suggesting what they might need to practice, giving them good feedback, allowing them to make mistakes, and working with them to find solutions to pieces that they find most challenging. So your team has taken either consultative selling skills or foundational sales. After the course, they probably loved the content, felt energized and ready to make and develop strong, long-term relationships with all of their partners. Then, you notice that it seems they aren't using all that they've learned. Maybe you've realized that when your staff got back to their desk, they felt overwhelmed and couldn't remember what they learned so that they could use it in the heat of their sales call. Well, in the fast-paced day-to-day work of the society, it can be challenging to maintain and practice the skills gained through a learning opportunity such as consultative selling skills or foundational sales. Taking the courses are only the first step in mastering skills and competencies so that you're ready for the real face-to-face interaction with a customer. But we have a solution. The Sales Practice Labs were designed to give you the opportunity to build upon targeted key concepts and skills with your staff that they learned during the sales training. Practice Labs leverage action learning by providing participants a tangible problem to solve, resulting in deeper learning and lasting transfer to their daily roles. So dig around in your desk, find your materials from your consultative selling skills or foundational sales course, and get ready to coach your staff through practice and application. As a manager, your role is to coach and support your team. So we took each smaller skill associated with the sales process and created mini activities for you to bring real job issues and challenges to a safe environment and apply the skills and concepts through discussion and practice. You will first review key skills and concepts with your team that were taught during the course, and then spend most of the time applying those concepts to role-specific questions, scenarios, and case studies. Allowing time to re-examine on a deeper level key skills gained through the course will give your team the confidence and knowledge to gain new ideas from their peers and use them in the field when working with their customers. Your role as a manager is to challenge your team by playing devil's advocate and facilitate that peer-to-peer brainstorming where they overcome real-life barriers so they know what to do before they happen. Your staff will discuss best practices that they've either used or have heard about while talking through how they might use them in their daily work. Sales labs are also very flexible in how you use them. Implementing a sales lab is a great opportunity for staff to work with and network with each other on their functional team, as well as other peers throughout the region. Sales labs simply act as a guide for you to decide the best way to implement them with your team. They can be done either face-to-face or virtually, in as little as 20 minutes or as much as a half or full day. You, as a manager, are the best person to practice with your team. You know best where your staff seem to be struggling the most, and therefore will be the best person to identify where to focus and when to implement the practice lab for a specific topic. Each direction sheet will give you the objective for the topic, how to facilitate the activity, key concepts to remember, where your staff might get stuck, group discussion questions, devil's advocate or what happens if questions, and then practical application questions. There are currently 8 field staff topics to choose from: asking the right questions, features and benefits, uncovering customer needs, making an ask, probing for more information, networking practice, prospecting and planning, as well as overcoming objections. There are also topics designed for you as a manager to practice coaching your staff in labs with your peers, setting expectations during a pre-sales meeting, and feedback and coaching a sales team. And finally, if your region is hosting a staff development opportunity, there's also a topic around hosting a customer relationship management roundtable. This would be an opportunity for staff to get a deeper understanding of the customer's perspective through a panel of external experts that ACS works with in your region. If you would like to implement a sales lab topic with your team, please search for it in Pathways. The sales practice labs were created by Talent Strategy and are the perfect solution for you and your team.